So, as you may know, I have been working on my health this year. I'm already down quite a few pounds through the month of January. Long way to go. Um, and one of the things that I've been doing, following kind of a workout routine that's here at home. It's push-ups and jumping jacks, and more things that are easy for in home, right? Because I exercise every single day. That's why I've got my Don't Break the Chain calendar up there. And it's one of those things that been enjoying, but I haven't like worked out really hard, right? Haven't been like doing weight training and that sort of stuff. And as I've been studying on different methods of weight loss and general health and all of that, I've been doing a lot of listening to different programs, and intermittent fasting and fasting in general is really fascinating. I Once I get a little bit better foundation of knowledge, I'll actually do an entire show just on fasting and kind of my experiences with it. Intermittent fasting is what actually my personal doctor recommended for me as a definitely a good weight loss kind of product thing. Um, but one of the things that keeps coming up when I'm reading and listening to programs and podcasts and what have you is that the importance of strength training and building muscle resistance training. And it's something that I haven't been doing a lot of. And it kind of came into focus today. I went to Home Depot, Lowe's, one of those two, to help pick out tile for a rental house that I have that's being renovated, redoing the bathrooms. And so I'm there, and we're looking at, oh yeah, I like that tile. All right, so we need 10 of the boxes of that particular tile loaded on the cart. I started picking them up. I'm like, holy cow. This is way heavier than I remember. That because I used to move tile not infrequently, and it was heavy, but not like, oh my god. And so it was kind of like, oh, that whole strength training thing. They're not kidding, right? It's what am I missing out on in life to be, just being able to do something simple like, from down on the ground, pick up a probably 50, 60 pound crate of tile and put it over here was challenging. And I'm like, it didn't used to be challenging. The other fun one was this weekend. I think I mentioned it yesterday. Took the bow and arrow out at my parents' house, and went to pull it back. I couldn't. I got it like here, and now granted, it's a compound bow, and it was set on I think like 80 pounds, something like that. But in my youth, I used to bow hunt. I used to do target practice with bow and arrow, and it was not a problem, right? And now I'm just like, have I really gotten that weak? And so it's given me a new focus that, in addition to intermittent fasting, watching what I eat, doing like light exercise, I really need to build in some strength training because I want to have a higher quality of life. I want to be strong, right? I don't just want to look like an Adonis, right? Um, it's not just about the weight. It's about your ability and, how much you can do, right? And so strength is really, really important in that. And I know a lot of you are going, well, duh, Dan, right? But it's one of those things that I don't always think about. And it's not always at the forefront of of my mind, because I definitely, I don't want to be the bodybuilder, doing the, that's not me. Right. Um, but I want to be strong. I want to be capable. And so that's kind of going to be an additional focus that I'm putting in, is starting to get more resistance training, building muscle, and focusing on that, as well as the weight loss, because yes, I do need to lose weight, right? But at the same time, adding that muscle and mass allows you to have a better life, have a third power life. See what I did there? So I would ask you to look at your life and look at your, health and finances and everything. Let's really evaluate all the different aspects of our life, because it's something I hadn't really thought of until I was met with limitations. And so what other aspects are we not paying attention to? Anyway, so I'm off to go to the gym, get some strength training in. What are you going to do? Let me know. Let me know in the comments what are the aspects that you're working on in your life. Love to share. Anyway, hit that like, subscribe, leave a comment if you would. If you're listening to the podcast, I'd love it if you'd give me a 5-star rating. It really helps me grow the show. And, I'm in kind of that early stages of this, and, every like helps, every subscribe helps, every review makes a huge, huge difference. So I appreciate you, and keep living your life to the third power. Thank you for listening to the Third Power Life podcast. Before you go, one quick question for you. Where are you on the path of life? Are you just drifting through your life? Are you fully in command, somewhere in between? Well, you can find out where you are now by taking my new Commander Survey. It will tell you where you are on your growth journey and how to move yourself to the next level. You can find the link on the screen or in the show notes. Now, all I want to know now is, where do you stand?